When we hear the title, The Great, our mind tends to create an image of a ruler, war successor, perhaps even a religious figure. This surname has slowly eroded from our history, mainly because the meaning is not the same, ignoring the pain of our brothers and sisters who deserve the title and more. For instance, the brothers of the Protestant Reformation were great because they were willing to die to escape the manipulation and deceit of the Catholic Church, you see. The Black Panthers were great because they were not passive of the harassment of the masses. Martin Luther King Jr. was great because his faith made him disregard his fate as a nonviolent civil activist, showing the racist South a Christian's true actions. The brother Jackie Robinson was great because he let a people's hate motivate him to play as if there wasn't another day. And the homie Nasir Jones is a great, not only because he's one of the best MCs alive, but because he speaks from his heart in a dark industry and audience which praises naughtiness, filth, and ignorance, coming back almost 20 years from Illmatic to drop another classic still at it. So what would make me a great then, huh? Some would say it's the fact I finished high school an Ontario scholar, despite half my credits being from custody facilities for hostilities to the Canadian justiciary. Or perhaps it's for having such strong faith in a climate of ignorance of fate, being willing to preach on the streets with no care of who's criticizing me. Maybe it's because I care about my community, envisioning unity between my brothers and sisters in peace to show our strength in these streets. Is it that I haven't gave up on the music despite the minimal audience? My passion has grew in view of your haughtiness and unstoppable ambition since a youth. As my dukes, I was a do-it-myself type guy, saying no, I wouldn't even ask why. My question for you is, what makes you a great? Are you an individual, original, expressing authentic style? Or are you a despiser, a fronter, an excuse maker crying up a Nile? Some think being a leader means having more followers than following on Instagram or Twitter. I beg to differ. Matter of fact, following more people may mean you're eager to learn, humble, and ready to serve. For Jesus says if anybody wants to be the great, he must be willing and ready to serve his brothers, while whoever wants to be the first will be the last. Like, whoever takes his time with his craft will produce more organic and natural fruit than the dude rushing through with fertilizers for the loot. Without further ado, I present to you Premium Work Only Volume 3. Volume 2 was nice, but you're now about to witness hip-hop at its finest. From King Cyrus of Persia to Premo G. Welcome to the Great. Many battles I fought made me a warrior, so I done shedded tears, strictly loading up my gear. If I walk how you hear, just assume the kid is near to put their heads up on his spear. Ain't a nigga that I fear, I'm a real cold brother. Think twice, you lose your license. Back then I've been hustling for mine, waiting for this time. See, okay, I had the hair on from Iran. Call me Premo the Great, tell them what to do. I got my eyes on expansion, I'm thinking big. Christopher Wallace mind state, I'm trying to line cake. Coming out of the east, but I need that other piece, and I won't cease till my name on every other street. Self-proclaimed great, but I show improve it. It's more than music, like visions of life. Concepts it on the mic. It's just tripe when I come around these niggas vulnerable. A genocide of whack MCs. Go ahead and call it D's. Call this feast. Surround these clowns from all angles. Storm that block until surrender. Pretenders don't last long in my section. I be faking cause dudes been frontin' for a minute. They finish. Told them fix up their mouth. Now leave these more to the dentist. At Venice, 7 days we holding down the fort. A bunch of East Eglinton niggas who flipping all the store. Of course, catch me all on the ends. A new generation soldiers know I gotta defend. Let's stop pretend you Van City to NTL and raise a bell. BX the foundation, make my pilgrimage, I'm waiting. Stevie Wonder in my system, sitting in the visions. Don't get in the way, Scarborough nigga doesn't play. Real cold brother, think twice, you lose your license. Back then I been hustling for mine, waiting for this time. CO10, I had the hair on from here on. Just call me Premo the Great. Break it down for that. Verse 2, this shit right here is for the imbeciles who thought they unsupported, but stop the kid from keeping it real. I'm too great, I flow on beats with elegant grace. I got magnificent taste, my women they be standing out. Handouts I get none, these niggas bumming for some studio time, but they ain't trying to help me get mine. I see right through your deceit, been in these streets for too long, do not to notice these dudes is bogus and moving holy. My mom told me set up a bank account around 11. She knew I was destined to get this and have these niggas jealous. Man, they been hating since the days in the group when where Premo always had the Premo win. Wholesale tell why you was on my coattail. Been a boss, don't need to front me on them coke sales. Always by my own, been responsible, I'm grown. Now I'm building my own throne, establishing an empire. Call shots like umpire, put in work, don't get tired. This is the great out there, city deny it. TL and rings a bell, BX the foundation, make my pilgrimage, I'm waiting. Stevie Wonder in my system, sitting in the visions. Don't get in the way, Scarborough nigga doesn't play. Real cold brother, think twice, you lose your license back then. I've been hustling for mine, waiting for this time. CO10, I had the hair on from here on. Just call me Premo the Great. They say a great is without honor, only in his hometown. Frontin' like I'm really frontin', must be smoking something. Conspicuous dude, not only by appearance. Watch my movements, find it hard to keep up. You gon' lose sleep, bruh, I'm headed steeper. Steady plotting on the pinnacle, rolling some criminals, but avoiding those who envision minimal. Ain't those some niggas with the poverty mentality? Ain't those some suckers playin' hating who be mad at me? Had to be an indigo child to lead a movement. A bandana red representing blood I shed of innocent lives. Freedom fighters who have tried to fight the power, view as public enemies devoured. It's time for retribution. No institution that can hold us back. Both men and women who can hold us strapped. Let's not forget we fight not against flesh and blood, but hosts of wickedness in heavenly places. Let's hold our hands in prayer.